Hey guys, welcome to Pick Up the Mic. I'm Ania, and that's go ahead.
Will, your trusty sidekick, as always. What's up, Pastor Mike, lead pastor of Harvest?
Yeah,
You look
I'm glad.
different today. Did you get a haircut?
I actually got my hair dyed. So.
I see.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen you without a beard, so
Thanks.
you're much prettier than I remember you being.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So, special guest today. This has been the season of special guests, right, Sunshine?
Oh, yeah.
We're on several in a row now. I think
There was one last
2
week.
weeks ago was Z. 2 weeks ago to them.
Yeah.
We had Elizabeth Harvey right before that. And now Ania. Ania bailing me out when Mike left me in the lurch.
Yeah.
See, what the people out there don't know is that I have no natural ability to do this podcast without Mike.
Okay.
So I need somebody to talk to.
It was actually crazy. I was thinking about asking one of you guys to do the podcast like a month ago because I thought it would be really cool.
See, and the Lord wanted you here.
Yeah.
Because I needed help, and then you volunteered.
Yeah.
So, you go to Harvest Church,
Mm-hmm.
presumably. Do you think a lot of people out there know who you are?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so.
You've been around a while.
I've been around since I was a baby.
I just saw your picture in a church directory today from
2014.
2014. So 11 years ago.
Yeah.
You've been here longer than I've been here.
Yeah. I've been here since I was a baby, I think, since like I was 1.
So you're one of those people Mike talks about that.
That was here before the church, this new church.
Man,
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, now you're like a grown up.
Mm-hmm.
You
Kind
ever
of.
considered going to church someplace else? Or is this like your church?
No, so I'm going to be moving because I got engaged this summer.
What? We're jumping right to the end of the story. So you just got engaged?
Yeah, so I just got engaged in July. So, and then in February, after the wedding, I will be moving. So,
Where are you moving to?
Georgia.
Georgia's hot.
I know. I like the warm, but I also like the snow. So, we'll see how that goes.
Mm. Well, you're not going to get much down there. I've lived in North Carolina. We got very little snow, and Georgia's
Yeah,
another step on the ladder down.
it's going to be warm.
Summers are just... ugh.
Apparently, I was there in the dead of summer, and I was there in July, and it was hot, but it wasn't too unbearable. So, we'll see.
Well,
next
good.
summer. Yeah,
You want to think positively
Yeah.
about where you're moving, so
Yeah.
I will not badmouth
I'm
it.
excited.
But what I want to know about is the years before
Okay.
getting engaged. So, I just do the same thing every time people come on here.
Okay.
We just like start at the beginning.
hmm
Normally I ask, where did you grow up? But I think I know that. So you grew up here.
So my parents grew up in two different. My mom grew up near Ohio. My dad grew up in Monroeville. They went to Penn State. My
I was
dad
born in Monroeville.
really.
Yeah, that's my neck
I
of the woods.
didn't even see. So my dad, lived there, and then he went to Penn State to be an engineer, and my mom went to be a nurse. And then they got married, and they adopted me and my older sister. I was adopted from Missouri in 2006, and
How old were you when you were adopted?
I was a baby. I was like a day old or something.
Man,
Yeah.
you and your sister.
Mhm.
So I didn't even really, I knew that, but only recently.
Mhm.
I obviously didn't know that at first. You
Because
don't
we
wear,
look alike.
well, you don't like wear a sign that says I was adopted.
Yeah.
Like nobody has T-shirts. So yeah, that's new information to me. So adopted as a baby. So all you've ever known is living here.
Mhm.
And it's funny. I know your parents, but not much about them.
Mhm.
My mom's a nurse and my dad's an engineer. And my dad taught at Penn State and I went to Penn State for engineering. So I didn't know there were so many similarities there. So I know whatever similarities there are, I know what it's like to be raised by an engineer and a nurse together.
It's pretty awesome.
Did you find it that your mom, being a nurse, was less sympathetic about injuries and illnesses than other people?
No, I feel like
So just my mother was
no.
cold.
She automatically knew what was wrong, and so I never worried about what was wrong. she kind of just told me, and then I was fine.
Yeah, but my mother also like was like, and it's not a big deal.
Oh,
Quit whining about
no. No, that's not how.
it.
No.
Yeah, my mom was always like poo-pooing your illnesses and injuries. Like, you'll be fine. You'll get over it. And yeah. Well, good. So maybe your mother's sweeter than mine. I'm joking,
Yes.
Mom, who will never listen to this. I love you.
Maybe
You're
one
very
day.
sweet. Okay, so sounds like Christian household.
Mhm. Yes.
Started going to church
Mhm.
as
I went to
long
Christian
as you
school,
have
too.
memories.
Yeah. And I also went to Christian school.
Did you ever go to so you
No, I went to public school like half day for the last 2 years of high school.
Okay, so we'll get there.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
So started immediately Christian school. Was there any homeschooling involved or straight at kindergarten?
Straight, I think preschool, I went to a little Lutheran church, and then for preschool, and then I went straight to Christian school, like a bigger one.
Do you have any memories of Christian schooling?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's hear some.
It was a pretty wild. The first school I went to was pretty wild.
What's the earliest memory of being in Christian school you have? I'm
probably. I think I was in kindergarten, and I had show and tell, and I brought my dog. That's all I remember.
That's pretty
and
sweet.
I have a big white German Shepherd, and everyone loved him. So, and one of the kids like was really tiny and tried to like ride him and stuff. It was,
White German Shepherd? I've never heard of a white German Shepherd.
they're pretty cool.
Do you have to like order them special? Or is it
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
Is
I
it
guess
albino?
they're kind of just like in each breed of regular German Shepherds. There's always one special one, and that's the white ones. So,
Huh.
and
I didn't
yeah.
think they were like labs. I thought they all came out brown and black.
Mm-mm.
Some more black, some more brown.
One's different in everyone, in all of them.
In every litter?
I think so. At least from
Wow.
my knowledge. I don't know.
You didn't find it risky to bring your German Shepherd to kindergarten class? Could have ate all the kids.
My mom was scared, but I was not. I was like, "This is what we're doing," and that's what we did. So
It's funny. This is just a rabbit hole, but since I'm thinking of the same question, my earliest Christian school memory is also in kindergarten, and it was I remember the day that a kid pooped their pants in class. That's what I remember.
No.
Yeah, I remember who too. I'm not going to say their name, but because it was just a big deal. It was the talk of the class, and I remember going home and telling my parents, and then of course like, oh, that poor kid. It was the talk of the class for many more months.
Embarrassing.
Yeah,
I think I would cry.
I do believe that that's like my first school memory. Other than like, I think I remember the first day of preschool just crying and not wanting to leave my mom.
Wow.
But other than that, I don't really have many preschool memories. But I remember the day
That
blank
pooped his pants.
pooped her pants.
Oh.
I know. She's probably grown up and learned how to be potty trained since then. She's probably married with kids and,
teaching them how to.
Yeah. So it's all good. We all grow up. So what Christian school in this area? Do you want to say which one, or you don't want to say which one?
It's fine. It closed. It was Evangel Heights.
Evangel
Christian,
Heights.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what years did you go there?
I went there so I took kindergarten twice because I have
Just couldn't pass the final exam the
I
first
have a
time.
learning disability.
I was just joking. I wasn't trying to.
So I had a little bit of trouble with kindergarten, of all grades. So I went
And
twice.
blocks
Yeah,
are tricky.
I know, right?
Stacking
Like
them blocks.
writing my numbers really hard.
Okay, so kindergarten through what grade?
Third
Evangel Heights?
grade.
And is that when it closed?
No, so my parents took me out because my sister went there also, and her reputation there was not a good one, and so the teachers treated me differently. Yeah. They found out I wasn't allowed to go to recess for like a month because I couldn't do my math. So, yeah.
Say that again, because you kind of trailed off. So you're there through third grade, and your parents ended up not liking some of the decisions made there.
Yeah.
And your parents discovered that you weren't allowed to go to recess.
Yeah. So one of the teachers, one of the aides in our class,
wanted you to do math during recess time.
Yeah. And so for a whole month, I didn't go to recess.
Did you learn how to do math?
No.
Oh.
No. I usually,
At least it would have been worth it. If
I know, but I just sat there. I was usually mad because I didn't,
Mm-hmm.
So it's okay.
Well, what do you remember about Evangel Heights? Was this during the time that, did you have Miss Elizabeth?
Yes, I did.
Was she assistant principal?
I don't really remember. I just remember her being there.
Give us the scoop.
Oh, I liked her.
All right.
But I also don't really remember her. I remember they really helped my family out. So I just remember.
Because she was more like high school, I guess.
And my sister was in high school, I think. So they were always very nice. I don't really remember.
So you don't really have anything but mixed memories of Evangel Heights.
Yeah, it was a lot of, I think it was not a great experience for me. So, yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think that's a lot of adults' school remembrances.
Mm-hmm.
Some people had a really great time in school.
Yeah.
And were cool and everything was great.
They were popular. Yeah.
Yeah, like my wife. I think she'd go back to high school tomorrow.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
like, I hated high school. But anyway, so you touched on a few things there I want to ask about because I think they're going to filter into the story here. You and your sister are both adopted.
Mm-hmm.
Not the same family, though.
Correct.
Were you guys adopted at the same time or sequentially?
She was adopted first.
Because she's older.
Yeah.
How much older is your sister?
She's 3 years.
3 years older. Okay. And you were both adopted as infants?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she got adopted
3
a couple years later. They adopted you.
Mm-hmm.
U.S. adoptions?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Missouri and Virginia.
Very cool. I'm interested. As people out there now know, my wife and I are in the process of adopting. Painful update on that front. I think the last we talked about it, I had a child, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you haven't talked about it in a couple weeks.
I haven't talked about it in a couple weeks. News flash, in Pennsylvania, you have 30 days to change your mind as the biological mother. And on day 28, biological mother did change her mind and took the child back. Which, in the grand picture of things, I think my wife and I are both happy about and want to bless that family. It's mixed emotions in the process of it, but anyway, unrelated to you. We're back down to a one-child household. We went from 1 to 3 to 2 and back to 1. So,
wow.
All right. So you're both adopted,
Mm-hmm.
different families, both American adoptions, and do you have any recollection of that in your early years? Like, what was your parents' strategy? So let's just go through the Evangel Heights years.
Mm-hmm.
Up to 3rd grade, were you aware that you were adopted?
Yeah.
They tell you from the earliest age?
Yeah. I think I don't remember ever not knowing that I was adopted. My parents always, that was always just a thing that me and my sister were adopted. And we had pictures of my parents and my mom and my brothers and then her mom, my sister's mom, just around. And so it was always just kind of, they were a part of our family. Pretty much.
What was that like when you were a little kid? Do you remember any like mixed emotions, or that was just normal because that's what was normal in your household?
I think I was always sad. Like as a person, I always felt a little bit of sadness towards like I was just a sad kid. And so it made me sad to think like that I was adopted, but I didn't really understand why. And like I would tell the kids in school, because to me it was like, it was a great thing and it was a normal thing. And then when I realized other kids didn't do it, they're like, why didn't your parents want you and stuff like that? So that kind of put a damper on it, but it's okay. Like my parents explained it. And
yeah. So when your parents would tell you what I'm sure, because I know your parents, all great adoptive parents would tell you that like, oh, your mom loves you. It's not that she doesn't want you, and we love you too, and we're collectively, it's a very hard thing to try to do the best thing for you. I'm just imagining what I'm going to try to say.
Yeah.
And so you feel warm and fuzzy at home,
Mm-hmm.
but then kids are hard at school.
Yeah.
And they don't understand.
Yeah, and they didn't. And there was a couple kids like their stepdads adopted them or their stepmoms, so they like thought it was the same, and I was like, no, it's not. Like, that's not how it was.
Yeah. And so it's really the kids at school kind of, I don't know, let the sadness creep in, like
Yeah.
the second guessing.
Yeah.
And you remember that even when you were little.
Yeah. Probably like kindergarten.
Mm.
Yeah.
So when you say you were a sad kid, what do you mean?
I just always just like, I felt guilty and was kind of like on edge all the time. I cried a lot. I just over like random things, or I didn't know why I was crying. I just was kind of like sad. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And anxious. So yeah, it was a little bit weird navigating. I didn't really understand it, but.
So how did that carry on into your adolescence? So third grade, you switched schools, which is always hard.
Yeah. I was happy. I was so excited.
What school did you go to?
Grace Christian.
Grace Christian School. So you had a warm welcome there? Because a lot of times switching schools kids don't like.
Yeah, so I had a couple friends that already went there, and then one of my friends was going there also.
So you had a support network already.
And since I had like a learning disability, I needed the extra help, and I knew that I would be able to succeed in school there. So I was excited to be able to learn the way I could.
Do you feel comfortable talking about that at all? You've mentioned it a few times now.
Yeah.
What is your learning disability?
I just have ADHD and ADD.
So it's hard time.
Yeah, and so it's really hard for me to focus and just to remember things. So and reading, math, and language, like I couldn't remember.
Yeah, like trying to lock in.
Yeah, I couldn't. Like my brain was always just scattered, especially like learning math. I think was the most challenging because
it's a lot of abstract thoughts.
Yeah.
And when you're a kid, they're not as concrete as learning what the animals are.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
You're learning a number. And adding them together. Yeah, I could understand that. Okay, so Grace was a good switch for you.
Yeah.
Did that help alleviate the sadness? Were the kids more understanding of what it was like to be an adopted kid at Grace?
They were just more welcoming and kind of like they were nicer. I was still like sad. I think that was also like at that point my home life was a little bit more rocky. My sister got into a lot of trouble at school. And we ended up having to like someone else like help us, like home therapy, I think it is like just to be like, so we I don't know how to explain it. Sorry. Like, so there was a family in the church that helped like take care of me and like not raise me, but if I needed somewhere to go, I was able to go there. One of the pastors found the family for us. And then
just like a pressure release valve.
Yeah. Just so like if there was an unsafe situation, I was able to go to the family.
Yeah, you used kind of a trigger word there in my brain. So did you and your sister fight?
It was more my parents and my sister. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not as uncommon as you think.
Yeah. It got a lot. It got pretty violent. And I would try and step in because.
So she would have outbursts.
Yeah.
And
I didn't want my parents to get hurt, so I would step in, and then that would end up in.
Did you and her actually get along?
No.
But she never really out and out got in fights with you.
Oh, she would, but it was more like away from my parents, so they wouldn't see.
Oh.
So it was, yeah.
3 years older, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever get in like an all-out fist fight with your sister?
No, she would hit me, but I never hit back.
Yeah. I have a 3-year-old sister. I'm very different than this, but still to this day has delivered the worst beating to me ever in a fist fight.
Yeah.
My older sister. Yeah.
I think did you talk about it? I think I've heard you
Probably.
talk about it.
Yeah. I challenged the king too early in my
Oh,
career.
mm-hmm.
I was not big enough, and she beat me pretty bad. And my younger sister, like you, is like peacemaker.
Yeah.
Was crying and split us up, and yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been beat up at the hands of an older sister
Yeah.
before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so rocky home life.
Mm-hmm.
How'd that affect you at school? Because you were already sad,
Mm-hmm.
and now home's full of stress.
Yeah. So I was fine. Like I was fine at school. I think school was more of like
Your outlet.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because if home, and I think there are people out there listening, I'm sure, that have experienced this. It sucks. I mean, as far as I'm thinking about my own life, is the opposite. Like when school was stressful or kids were being not nice, like home was my happy, safe spot.
Yeah.
But yours is kind of opposite.
Mhm,
Like you have
yeah,
this
and-
tumultuous home life. Going to school is like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was great. I always loved school for that reason. Like, and so when there's a like troubled child in the home, usually the parents have to put more focus on that kid. It's just like for everyone's safety, like usually needs to be put on that kid. So that led to like it's not their fault. They were doing what was best for us, but like they ended up like not being able to meet the needs that I needed met. And so at school I got the help and like the emotional help that I needed. So
And
it was a very safe space for me, and it's still like is my home.
And that was like from teachers or kids or both?
Teachers.
Teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So you got the attention you needed there.
Yes.
when maybe
Mm-hmm.
attention spans were strained at home.
Mm-hmm. Or at the southern house that I would stay at.
So, this is the church's podcast, assuming you knew this question was coming. But so what years are we talking about now? We're talking we started Grace in fourth grade.
Mm-hmm.
This is happening fourth grade through
Till like what? I think my sister left in 8th grade. So about 4 years.
when you were in 8th grade.
Yes.
So did he fit in at all? Where did God fit in this story for you? So you're going to church the whole time, I assume.
So I was saved when I was 7. Yeah.
Okay, well, we passed that up.
Uh-huh.
Let's rewind.
Yeah. So I was saved here at VBS when I was 7. With Monica.
What do you remember?
So I remember we were singing
With Monica?
Yeah. We were singing that. I don't know if you heard the song. It's called Every Breath You Take. It was a really old
No.
song.
Isn't that a Celine Dion song? What am I thinking of? Madonna.
She probably knows it. It's like every breath I take, I breathe in you.
I was thinking a different
Okay.
song.
Yeah,
What am I
okay.
singing? I'm singing some pop song.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
singing
singing
a
it.
Christian
Every move you make.
No, this is not.
It has those words in it though, which is kind of funny.
Yeah. It's kind of like, I don't know.
Isn't that one's creepy? I've been watching you. Whatever
No.
that's what I'm thinking of. What's Every Breath You Take?
I'm not singing it, but it's like every breath I take, I breathe in. You know?
Nope.
No? She knows it.
I didn't
You
grow
know
up
it.
in this sphere.
No, I know.
Okay.
It's a VB. I mean, we did in
It's a
kids' church
VBS
and
song.
VBS.
I know like Catholic hymnals. That's what I know.
Yeah.
Okay. So
we
you're
were
singing a
that,
song.
and I was like, oh my gosh.
And you had an epiphany?
Yeah, it
What
was
were the words in
literally-
the song?
It's literally every breath I take, I breathe in you. You are my way, Jesus. That's all I remember.
And it just
And I was like, oh my gosh, if like I die, like I'm going to hell. Like, and I was appalled.
Did your parents talk to you about hell?
No.
Oh, man.
Like no. It was just like I knew that I was gonna go to hell.
Who
and
taught
I
you about
freaked
hell?
out. It was just at VBS.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mike from the pulpit.
Probably. Yeah,
Uh.
I was like freaked out, and then
Mike
couple
says I
songs
think
later,
both of his girls got saved through fear of hell
Mhm.
at around that age.
Yeah.
So for better or for worse, you guys can judge me out there. My daughter's very young, but she is already familiar with hell. Because I don't know.
Yeah,
you know?
it's scary. Like as a kid, I was thinking, I was like, oh my gosh, like I was like, I'm not going to hell. Like
So in the middle of a song,
mhm. It was
in
funny.
your
My sister,
7-year-old brain, did you say like, I'm giving my life over to Jesus?
Yeah, I told my best friend, I was like, and she was like, well, go up there, like, tell someone. And I remember we were doing like a dance or something, and I just stopped doing the dance and I went up there. And it was like, I was like, okay. And then Monica came up and prayed with me. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it's cool.
Monica, our current director of children's ministry, this is back several jobs in between coming
Yeah.
back to work for the church. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, even now, as like a grown woman about to get married, you think back and that
Yeah.
was it. It's stuck right
I
there.
think I was like 7. So it's pretty, like, it's a pretty vivid memory.
Okay, I'm trying to do my math. Help me out, sunshine, because you know ages. 5 is kindergarten, 6 is first grade, 7 you're like second grade. So this is Evangel Heights, first grade, somewhere in there. Okay, so in all this tumult that's happening in your life, you're a Christian. How'd that factor in? Like, what was church like? So school's this safe space. You know, what was going to church on the weekend
was like? I loved it. Church was my thing. I went. I think, thinking back, I was really invested till probably about 5th grade. I kind of like didn't care for a while.
Yeah, right when you thought you were cool.
Yeah, I thought, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Them 5th graders.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, now looking, I'm like, okay, that's embarrassing for me, but
it
it's
happens
okay.
to the best
Yeah.
of us. That's right
So,
about when
I mean,
you
I
think you're cool.
it was really like, I always knew he was there, and I would pray, but I didn't really read my Bible or anything. It was more of just like I prayed whenever I felt like I needed like someone to save me.
Yeah, when you were in the vice.
Yeah. And a lot of times like my parents would like pray with me during like bedtime and stuff like that. But yeah, church and school, I was always surrounded by Christians, and I was always surrounded by people that were pouring the word into me. So I think I want to be that person for someone like the kids in the kids ministry now. So
it's awesome.
It's cool.
Okay, so you're a Christian, Christ follower, even though you're very young.
I didn't really understand it, you know.
So you have this stressful home life, and then you said your sister left when you were in 8th grade, and this is your story to tell, and she's got her own story.
Yeah.
I don't know her, so I guess without going into her story too much, since she's not here, where did she go? She went to a different school, or she?
So I think it was on her 17th birthday. Oh, on her 18th birthday. She
moved out.
Yeah, it was the night of her 18th birthday. Yeah.
Enough of this. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
I think so. Yeah.
How did all of that stress? So it seems like we still have built up sadness.
And also in 7th grade, my house caught on fire. So we can backtrack.
Did you guys lose all your stuff?
No. So my dad was driving home from work, and our car was smoking, and he parked it in front of the garage, opened the hood, and it like there was flames. So he grabbed a fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher was fired. So get that checked if you have a fire
extinguisher. Was expired.
Yeah. So it didn't work. So, and I was in the shower, and I had like my mom grabbed clothes, and I was outside, and yeah, it was summer, so it was cool. It was warm, but I think that's when I really started to like rely on God, and I remember like crying. I was standing there watching.
Did you lose
everything.
Your whole house?
No, we lost the stuff in our cars. We didn't have any cars anymore. And then we lost stuff in our garage. So, and I remember like sitting there watching, and my mom and my dad were silent. And I just remember screaming. Like, it makes me sad now thinking about it. I remember screaming to God, like, why are you doing this? Like, already we have a rough life, and then you're going to do this. I was so mad. But I think that ended up being the real turning point in my life. Like, just to rely on him and to like trust in him, and I knew that this was gonna work out because my dad was not freaking out. So yeah.
So I want to tease that apart a little bit. It's a big deal
Yeah.
when you're in 7th grade.
Mhm.
I mean, I know as adults, right? Like in the last few sermons, Jesus in the scripture, and then Mike in applying Jesus's words, there's been some warnings about loving the world too much, or the rich young ruler not wanting to sell all of this stuff, like adults loving their money and their wealth and their stuff too much. Which that's one thing. But I think it's just different. When you're a kid, it's not like...
Oh, I was worried about my stuff.
Yeah, I'm saying, but
Yeah.
you were worried about your stuff, but it's like in a different way. Like
Mhm.
when you're in 7th grade, like your room, your
Yeah.
stuff,
Mhm.
it's like you're just starting to build that like
My own things.
idea of
Yeah.
dominion. Like this is my
Yeah.
dominion. I have
Yeah.
a very small dominion in the world. I go to school. There's teachers. It's their room, their classroom.
Yeah.
This is my dad's house. This is everybody else's. Everything in the world's somebody else's except like
my room.
this is my little corner of dominion, right?
Yeah.
It's like, and so, yeah, I could totally imagine being in 7th grade and thinking, even though it ended up being just your garage, not just your garage, but you're watching
But I
flames
think, yeah,
about
and
to consume
like, the
your whole
smoke's
life.
billowing out of, like, we live in a log house, and you could see it billowing like out of the logs, and I was like, I knew it was gonna be fine because my dad, he was literally just standing there, like he was fine.
Yeah,
And
I was
so
gonna get to that.
and I think it's so funny.
Dad staying calm.
Yeah, he was very calm, and he was like, "It's fine. It's just stuff. Like, we can." His phone and all of his work stuff was in his car, and he was like, I can get new work. I was like, okay, it's gonna be fine. And so we didn't have any cars, so one of the pastors here gave us one of his cars. We found housing. We lived in a hotel for like 6 weeks. It was really fun.
Because then it's like an adventure.
Yeah, and then we moved into a townhouse for the year of COVID. So
this wasn't that long ago.
No.
I forget how young you are. Nothing is that long ago.
Yeah.
So you talk about that being the moment. So you're standing in the yard, and you said you're screaming at God.
Yes, I am
at God.
Yeah, I'm like.
What are you screaming?
I remember saying.
You.
No. No.
We would never say that.
I just was saying why. I was like, why?
The proverbial question.
Yeah, and I was like, I was saying, I don't understand. Like, just make it stop. Just make it stop. And yeah, and I calmed down, and then yeah.
So when you said that's the moment, if you could try to put into words, what switched in your thinking that day?
The fact that
God?
I couldn't rely on anything else. Like, I couldn't rely on like my safe space to be there, like my room. And I didn't have a car. I wasn't living near any of my friends except for my best friend. So I knew that that's all I had. So whenever we lived in the hotel, my sister and I lived in a hotel room, and then my parents and I lived in a hotel room. And so we saw each other. We didn't see each other as much too. And so I remember just like I would sit in their room, and I would just sit there and like kind of think about and pray that. And I knew it was going to be okay.
Because you said the only thing you could rely on was him. Because in the house fire, like the one thing you were, I don't know, finding safety in or casting your hope in was like your little area of dominion, your little room, your stuff. This is my little corner, and now it's gone.
Yeah.
And you realize like nothing is reliable except him. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's a big deal. So now we got like 3 things colliding here, right? We have, sounds like you're still carrying, this term is loaded. I don't mean it to be offensive. We all have emotional baggage, but it's just what came to mind. So we have this like emotional baggage of the adoption stuff, of kids maybe not being nice and not understanding, even though your parents are saying all the right things as you're growing up. So you have like emotional confusion over adoption. You have years of stressful home life. And now you have this house fire, but it also changes your perspective on God.
Yeah.
And then your sister leaves right at the time that you enter high school.
Yeah.
Which is
So
like
there's
the
a little
most.
bit more in between there. That I wanna
Okay.
get
See,
at.
every time I'm trying to march us forward.
Sorry.
No, I should let you lead more. I'm sorry.
So when we lived in the townhouse, it was during COVID, and
Okay, 2020.
yeah. So we moved in there on my birthday, and then we had to move out my next birthday.
Okay.
So
That's convenient.
yeah, it was kind of fun. So once COVID hit, I enjoyed COVID. I sat at home. And,
Me too.
Yeah, I sat at home and didn't have to do school. Like
I worked from home.
Yeah.
Shot my bow and arrow quite a bit. We had friends over all the time.
Yeah, my parents and I had dinner every night. The themed dinners every night. It was great.
The most annoying thing was like restaurants were closed.
Mhm.
Other than that, it was like, meh.
Yeah, I loved it.
Being a little flippant. People died. I know.
Yeah.
I'm not making light of that. But.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes,
COVID's
that's right.
fun.
Yeah. So around, and then things started to open back up, and during this time I got social media also.
Like on your phone.
Yeah, I got TikTok, and I think that
It was a mistake.
yeah, it was a mistake. It was
Shouted to the world.
Yeah, it was a mistake.
How old were you?
I was 12. I was 12. Mhm.
Okay.
So it was and
Were we going to develop that more?
yeah,
It
yeah.
ends up being
It ends up being a life. Yeah.
problematic.
So, I started to all consume my life into TikTok. And I ended up getting on very I was already a sad person, so I ended up and I ended up getting
Emotional
on
confusion.
yes, and I ended up getting on a sadder side of the internet, and I don't know. I think the world was starting to open back up.
Well, I don't want to move past that. I have never been a big social media guy. Even in high school, I was like that last generation where a lot of people were on it, but whatever. I think when I was 12, MySpace was probably around. Facebook wasn't a thing yet. So I was just never into it. So when you say a sadder side of the internet, what does that mean? It's just like chat rooms?
Sad song. So TikTok is songs or people talking.
Okay.
And there was a lot of sad songs.
And once you start watching sad stuff, it just
Yes.
brings you more sad stuff?
Yes. And people were telling their life stories or sad things that have happened to them. And so I think that was probably around July, and the world was starting to open back up, but I was not allowed to go out. My family we stayed in for a while. And so it made me very depressed. And I ended up cutting. So I started, I was probably around, I think I was 12. Yeah, I was 12. And that became my coping mechanism. And around this time, I was still reading my Bible and stuff too.
Coping mechanism for trying to get sadness out of you.
Yes.
Because you said the word cutting. You just said it really quickly.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, and I get it. It's not uncommon. I have a packet of razor blades on my desk right now because a young woman came and brought them to me and said, I want you to hold on to these because I feel like I might be getting back in the loop.
Mm-hmm.
And these were in my house, and she came and gave them to me. So it's my older sister have some experience in my household. My older sister did it for years.
Yeah, mine did too. Yeah.
And hid it from my parents. So to dig into that a little bit for everybody, and I'm going to rely on you as the expert because I am not. Very common in young women.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very rare in young men. I think. Might have changed.
I think it's changed a little bit. I don't know though.
Okay. In my generation, I think it's very rare in young men.
Mm-hmm.
So you're still carrying the adoption sadness.
And
compounded with the stress of your household.
Yeah, and it started during COVID. It got worse. So I think.
And then the adoption sadness or the stress?
The stress. Mm-hmm.
Because you're kind of locked in confined quarters. Mm-hmm. You don't have your room anymore. You're sharing a room.
Well, we weren't sharing a room. She had the whole attic to herself. So and she.
I meant in the hotel.
Oh, in the hotel, yes.
And she's still fighting.
Yes.
At that point.
Yes.
So now it's almost like your hotel room is probably about the same size as a prison cell. So you're in your own prison room.
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of stress.
Mm.
And then, help me out here. I sometimes like to watch, and I don't think I'm alone in this experience. I think the Sunshine probably better. Sometimes you just want to watch a sad movie
Yes.
to get a good cathartic cry,
Mhm.
Yes.
right? Everybody's had that experience. You go watch Tom Hanks in Castaway, and you cry at the scene.
Look
When
at
he
her.
gets
She's
back-
like, no.
Yeah, nobody knows. I'm revealing.
I've seen it.
I'm
No, I've seen
revealing to the audience what I think is the saddest movie of all time, or one of them. But when he comes back and he thinks he's gonna meet his fiance, and then her new husband walks out.
what
Okay,
if I
so you
wanted to
cry
watch
at
this movie.
you cry at that scene. You get a good cathartic cry. Everybody gets that. But what happens on TikTok is, instead of like, okay, this one-off experience of,
Oh, it's like multiple.
it's like you
the
just
same thing.
it's not cathartic. You're like caught in this depression cry loop at
And you
everybody
can't
else's,
get out of it.
and it's everybody else's sob stories
Mm-hmm.
keep pouring onto your own difficulties, and now you're like having that good cathartic cry at Tom Hanks, but it's not
every
good
single
anymore because
video.
it's like
Yeah.
you're stuck in a whirlwind.
And you can't like, especially like on social media, you can't get out of this algorithm unless you do it unless you look up different videos.
You have to like
Yeah.
manually search out other things,
Mhm.
or put the phone down.
Yeah.
And so then going back to cutting, so this is using any number of sharp implements to physically cut yourself. And that is, I've been told, it's like to get the
yes.
emotion out. Like, you got the physical pain allows you to release some of the emotional tension, like you've wound up an emotional spring.
It's like if you take a rope and you tie it really tight around your finger and then cut it off. And cut the rope.
And cut the rope off.
Yeah.
It releases some of the pressure.
Yeah.
So it's like a pressure relief
Mhm.
valve, very unhealthy pressure relief
Yes.
valve. Okay. So how old are you when this is
12.
happening? So that's 8th grade, 7th grade?
Yeah, so it was in between the summer of 7th and 8th grade.
Hid it from your parents?
Yeah.
Successfully?
So I hid it from my parents from
7th grade.
to like, yeah, summer of 7th and 8th grade to.
So you're doing it for a whole year.
Yeah. And at that point it became more of like, it was kind of, I guess you would say, an addiction.
How did you hide it from your parents?
I wore bracelets or long sleeves.
Mm. Did it ever come to the point where like you were medically worried that you went too far or something? Because bracelets, you're talking about your wrists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So one time, but I mean, I knew what to do at that point.
How did you know what to do?
It was kind
TikTok?
of common knowledge.
Like, were other girls in your friend circle doing it?
Mm-mm.
So how's it common knowledge? I'm just
Sorry.
curious.
Maybe I like, it's like when you get any other cut, you put some and then you wrap it. Sorry.
Oh, so you would do it and then immediately like medically treat it.
Yeah, I'd feel guilty and I would get nervous, and so then I would do all the things I needed to do.
And so you were never going for like major vessels or anything.
No.
You were just superficial.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. So you hide from your parents.
Mhm.
Which is pretty easy to do. Parents are naive.
Yeah.
I think we all think we're not going to be naive when it's our turn.
Yeah.
But you want to think. You think
Yeah.
so highly of your children, which you ought to, and you just want everything to be so rosy, and so you like put blinders on.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I'm going to do the same thing, but yeah, my parents didn't know my sister was doing it either, because why would you think that?
Yeah.
And then there was a few times she didn't hide it, had some very big wounds, and she always came up with a plausible enough story, because we lived pretty rough and tumble lives in the woods, played a lot of sports.
Me too. Yeah.
Stick, got cut at soccer.
Yeah, I'd say basketball.
Yeah.
Someone scratched me at basketball.
Yeah, I fell. There was like a weird rock in the ground at soccer and cut. It's like this perfect
Straight line.
straight knife line.
And you're like, okay.
But when you're,
Mhm.
why not believe your kids?
Yeah.
So
and I was a very honest kid for the most part. So I did tell my parents when I would do something bad, as it is. So I think that made them trust me a little bit more.
did that build up more guilt in you than
Yes.
ever lying to them about cutting? So how long did you pull it off? You said 1 year. So
Yeah.
you started in 7th grade. It's
Mhm.
8th grade. How'd they find out?
So Liz and Selah,
Liz
I
and
told them.
Selah.
Burton. I
Burton.
told them.
They're your friends with Liz and Selah
Yes,
Burton.
they're my best friend. They're my best friends, and they were the people.
Still.
Yes, yeah.
You're a bad judge of character.
Hey, and now I'm gonna be related to them. So
Okay.
because she's gonna be married. She's married to Wyatt, and I'm marrying Wyatt's brother. I'm marrying Wyatt's brother, so I'll be related.
You're marrying Selah Goforth's husband's brother.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Intertwining friendship
yeah.
and family.
It's exciting.
Okay, so you're friends with them.
Mhm.
How does this
So I tell
involve
them
your
one
parents?
night. I think I don't remember why. I think I don't remember really. So I tell them, and then doing the right thing, they told their parents, which they ended up telling a pastor here, which told my parents. So
Then what?
they told me it was not right, and
No big blow up?
no.
Grounded for
They-
life?
No, they picked me up from work and was like,
We need to talk?
they're like, they both picked me up, so I knew.
Because
Yeah, they both picked me up from work, and they told me, they're like, you don't do that. I was like, okay.
Did you listen?
No.
Okay. So how long did you continue to do it? So that's 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
So you pulled a year off of hiding it.
Yeah.
Then they get told by the tattletale Burtons. No, it's good.
Yeah.
Kids
Yeah.
out there.
Now
tell
I
your
was mad
parents.
at her for I was mad at them for like a month.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? Like, really, I'm now looking back, and even then I was like, that was the right thing to do. Like, I was so grateful that it was out. Like, at least my parents knew, and at least like someone in the church knew.
So your parents tell you not to do it.
Mm-hmm.
People in the church know, but it doesn't stop you from doing it.
Correct.
Are you still successful at hiding it then at that point?
Yeah.
How long did you keep doing it?
It's an ongoing process. Yeah. So,
Just like the young woman who just gave me a box of razors.
Yeah. So
She's adult.
yeah,
She's an adult.
It's a long process. It's been about like 6 months. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Hey. Well, I don't know that everybody agrees with me. In fact, my wife kind of hates the way I operate. I'm a sharer.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All of my deep, dark, private struggles are alleviated when I no longer keep them private.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Bible tells us that, right? So I'm happy we're talking about it today.
It actually, I haven't told. I think I've told like 4 or 5 people. And then this was the first time. This is the first
it's powerful
time.
because like you probably don't even realize how many people that come into this building every week do or have done the same thing and are currently struggling with not doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like you didn't know I had a box of razor blades on my desk.
Yeah.
And they ain't your razor blades. I didn't even tell you who they are.
Yeah.
And we had the same struggle in my household with one of my siblings. It's a very
common thing.
So it's good to talk about it.
Yeah.
And when you're struggling with stuff like that.
Yes. Like I feel like whenever I'm struggling with something like that, to tell people and get it out, then people are more likely, if they see something, they will say something.
Well,
I feel like if they see that I'm having a bad day, like they're more like
they care more.
Yes.
Because it's not that people don't care. Most people assume everybody's doing really great.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we ask each other, how's it going? You say great.
I'm good.
And you're
Thank
like,
you. Yeah.
Cool. I wanted you to be great.
Yeah.
You know? And then, so it's not that people don't care. It's that I don't think we share enough.
Yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We talk about this at community group a lot. Most people, I'm confident enough to say, the vast majority of people you interact with are all dealing with something heavy.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even if you've never guessed it or you can't tell or you think their life is hunky-dory or like you've never even seen a chink in their face armor, they seem totally with it. Everybody's dealing with something.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say 90% of people. So, and then I found, so riddle me this. You talked about cutting being like the pressure relief valve. right? You tie the string around your finger, and then it's like cutting the string off. Your
Mhm.
finger feels the release. Do you get that same feeling a little bit when you just tell someone that you're struggling? Me too.
Yeah.
I literally think like
Telling someone
telling
I'm
someone is the
struggling,
pressure release
yeah,
valve.
is what I think has helped me the most.
Me too.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. I don't know why. I think it's just being able to talk about it. You have such freedom in it, and I like you said. I think it says I don't know where in the Bible it talks about it, but
It's like Mike says it's like
yeah,
ragu. It's in there somewhere.
yeah, mhm,
Yeah. So we've talked about on here before, like anxiety
mhm,
for me is like the thing, and I can't explain it. Like I have this little code word thing with my wife, where like if it's the middle of the night and I'm awake because I'm like having some anxiety battle.
yeah.
She wakes up to pee a lot, so I try not to wake her
Yeah.
up. But like, let's say she wakes up to pee, if I just throw out in the dark, "I love you,"
mhm.
she knows that means I'm having an anxiety issue. Nothing happens. She doesn't have to do anything or say anything.
No.
The fact that I know she knows because of the little code, I instantly feel better.
I used to text someone this emoji, and every time I did, like, it was like I didn't even have to say anything, and she didn't say anything back.
You don't even know she read it.
No, it's just the fact that I texted
It's
an
out.
emoji.
It's
Mhm.
out
Yes.
in the world.
Yeah.
I'm not hiding it or holding it by myself anymore.
Mhm.
Like all of a sudden you get that pressure relief valve. Yeah, it's good to know it's not just me or not just anxiety. It can be depression and cutting too. It's like, I think it's for anyone who's young and or maybe not young, but is like holding all this stuff inside.
Mhm.
Oh, it makes it 10 times harder.
Yeah.
Find a
Find
a Selah Burton or a
yeah.
Liz Burton
Yes,
or
and-
some of my friends and just tell them.
Yes, and find someone that you feel comfortable with.
Yeah. And they don't have to be experts on knowing what to do.
No, a friend or like or your parents. I don't know.
Yeah, if you're a
Yeah.
kid, tell your parents.
Yeah.
Tell your parents or tell a pastor and they'll tell your parents.
Yeah.
No, they won't. They won't tell your parents. Maybe. But yeah, and if you're a grown up, I think the beauty of it is your friend or your confidant or your spouse, they don't have to know what to do at all because it's not even them doing anything that helps.
It's you saying
It's
something.
you saying it. Something magical happens when you just say, I'm not in a good spot right now. All of a sudden makes you feel better.
Yeah.
So that's good. Okay, so 8th grade, they find out. You keep doing it and hiding it successfully. So now we're at the point. Now it's even more complex.
Yeah.
So we have,
And I'm not going to church at this point because we're still at home. My family was
Okay.
at home till Jamboree
gotcha.
the second time.
Okay. So you don't have church, but you have this new perspective on God. You know, she said you still
Yes.
prayed to him, crying
And
out for help.
I did a lot of them Bible plans.
Devotion, like reading.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
But you still have all this emotional baggage, we'll call it, from adoption.
Yes, just a lot of different things.
Just a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Am I loved? Did my parents actually love me?
Mhm.
Kids at school are doofuses and make me feel bad. You have all this stress at home with your sister. And now you're stuck in the social media whirlwind. Am I at the right place? Your sister leaves the house and you enter high school. Most people's most definitive years.
Yes. So my first year of high school was actually really great.
Are you still stuck in the social media
not
hellhole?
Yes. In 9th grade, yes. I realized I got Instagram too at this point. So it was a little bit different. Instagram was more of like.
But you're still on TikTok.
Yes, I'm still on TikTok. Different side now. It was a little bit different because in high school I was surrounded by people still. I went to church at that point. I was in youth group.
Like positive, uplifting
Yes.
people. And you're
And
telling
school was great.
them that you're still, because you're still cutting at this point,
Mm-hmm.
ninth
No.
grade.
I did not. I didn't tell them. I didn't say anything after that.
So,
It kind of
well,
happened,
your
and then I
friends,
stopped.
the Burtons,
Yes.
they thought you had stopped.
I don't know. Liz knew that it was still going on, but I don't know about Selah.
But you were hiding it from them too.
Yes.
So now you're just being
And
more
still
careful.
my parents, like I didn't, I never told them that
Yeah. So you're still cutting.
Yeah.
It's ninth grade.
Mm-hmm.
Still on social media, although you might have found different
Yeah.
aspects of the algorithm, but still not good.
No, not good.
And so are you even more depressed now?
I think this was it was kind of like I call it like the good year.
The good year.
Yeah, so,
Ninth grade was the good year.
Yeah.
What made it the good year?
School was fun. Like school was great.
It was like getting out of the COVID funk.
It kind of felt like I was getting out of this funk. I was sad.
Because school shut down?
Yes. Yeah.
So you were virtual school for like a whole year?
No, so we did like, what's it called? Social distancing. We shut down for like 4 months, and then we did social distancing.
With masks?
Yeah.
Okay. So it just feels better because COVID's lightening up. And
I'm going to church. It feels normal again. I was playing basketball, which I played basketball since I was young.
Huh?
Yeah, I think I started in first grade.
What position?
I was wing or point guard.
Shooting guard.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Or point guard.
Yeah.
You're like the star of the team.
I was for like 2 years. I was a tackler. Yeah. Not an actual tackler, but I would like grab the ball and like flip people and roll on the floor. It was really fun.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
Did girls ever get in basketball fights? We got in a few basketball fights.
Yeah. This year, oh man, we played like Pittsburgh schools. Yeah. Not my best moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I felt Usually after the game I would spend
competitive
time
scuffle
with
every
Jesus,
now and then. Jesus forgives us for it.
Yeah.
You want to know what position I played?
Yeah.
It's called sixth man. You know what that is?
The bench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Means you get to come in occasionally when somebody needs a breather.
Okay. I was that in like first grade.
Yeah, that was as high as I ever made it. Practice squad.
Did you play any other sports?
Yeah, we don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Tennis,
Yeah, that's okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also played volleyball. Yeah, I was a spiker.
I got into that as an adult. We didn't have male volleyball in my school.
Guys volleyball is scary.
Yeah, I played it a lot as a grown-up, and I like it. And it's, if you play with real volleyball guys, it's pretty intimidating because they're all huge.
At church camp, they play as boys. All the guys will play. I'm okay. Like they jump super high and spike it, and you see the ball like bounce off the sand. I'm like, you can stick to that. I'm gonna stay over here on those sidelines.
Yeah, I played with some ladies who played D1 ball, and like at UNC Charlotte, where I went to grad school, the shortest female on their team was 6'1", so that's as tall as I am. They had 2 different ladies who were 6'7", and they're just. It's
a very scary sport.
Yeah. Okay, so ninth grade's the good year. Give me the best memory you have from ninth grade. Dance. There's got to be some dance. Isn't ninth grade when you get to go to your first dance?
Dance was not my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely think.
Maybe I'm just remembering my favorite memory.
We had a tornado warning, and we ordered Fox's Pizza every
Tornadoes
Monday.
don't happen in Pennsylvania.
I know. Really random. And we ordered Fox's Pizza every day in 9th and 10th grade. Every Monday, sorry.
I would say every day.
Yeah. And we would get like 2 Big Daddies, and we'd all pitch our money in, and it was only like $20 for 1 Big Daddy, so yeah.
And it's my
it's
favorite pizza.
Me too. I love it.
Price to quality ratio?
It's great.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Or quality to price.
And 40 people. Like us, like 40 people. We all had 2 slices, so it was more like 20 people, but that's how big our school was. So
cool.
Yeah. And Fox's Pizza delivered in a tornado warning, and we all thought it was the best thing ever.
So that's your favorite. That's your most memorable day of ninth grade.
I can't remember really. It was just a very free for all year. It was really great.
So it felt like the big.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't edit that out, Ian. That was on purpose.
Yeah, that was not his. Yeah.
They yell at me for breathing too heavy. Everybody. I was having to edit my exhales. So that one was on purpose. That was 9th grade.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what?
10th grade, I started on some antidepressants and anti-anxiety medicines.
Well, what made the turn? Because 9th grade you said was the good year.
Yeah, so I still was struggling with depression. I don't like, it was more, and I also couldn't focus. So this was like an anti-anxiety and ADHD and then a depression. Just, I was still struggling with the sadness, and I told my counselor, like, I don't know why.
So you didn't have like a thought.
There was no reason for it. It was just always there.
So it wasn't like you were always thinking about your birth mom or something.
No, it was just always there.
Gotcha.
And it was more like, the more I surrounded myself with people and the more I was around people, I was happy. But as soon as I was by myself,
as soon as you were undistracted.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I started on a medicine that did not go well for me.
I was just going to ask,
Yeah,
did it help?
It was a really, I remember my mom telling the lady that did psychiatrist, I remember her telling her, like, she's not normal. Like, this is not making her better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, and I don't remember a lot of my 10th grade year because of it. Like, I remember being a very sad person. I was failing. I think my highest grade was a 40 in all of my classes.
That's still failing, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't remember anything. My mom and my dad say that it was the hardest.
Scary year.
Yes, it's the scariest year.
Feel like you're losing your kid.
Yeah. And I felt like I was like
floating in the abyss.
Yeah. And I just remember feeling like a ghost. I don't remember. It's really sad to think about it now. I don't think I even talked to God that whole year. Yeah. It was just a very dark time. So.
Well, not to dwell. Did you get your medicine changed?
Yes. Yeah. I got
help?
Yes.
So they kept you on it a whole year.
So they switched, but it still wasn't.
It takes time to.
Mm-hmm. So and so that summer I got.
Summer between 10th and 11th grade.
Yeah, I got on a different one, and then I'm trying to think. Yeah, I got on a different one, and then 11th grade. I met I didn't meet him, but me and my fiance started like talking at that time.
And were you feeling better before then?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, yeah, and then I went into my 11th grade year. I think, so I played volleyball, and my back always kind of hurt. I don't know why. It was just, I don't know. And I started playing volleyball, and I was a spiker, and one day I woke up and I couldn't walk. Like, it really hurt for me to walk.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I mean, I got up, but it was painful, and I went to school because I loved school. I would never miss school. Like, missing school for me, missing school for me was
all your distractions, all your friends. It was like, yeah.
And I think that,
even though you had difficulty learning.
Yeah, it was still a fun place. It was
to be.
still a fun place.
I get bad grades, but who cares?
I know,
this place is cool to hang out at.
I just loved being there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
This is a new one for me. Normally, kids that get bad grades hate going to school.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you're who cares about grades?
Well, it was
this is the fun place to be.
It was just such a family place to be. Like, if I needed something, someone there helped me.
Support network.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Good job, Grace Christian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's, if you're gonna do nothing else, that's good.
Yeah.
That's how Christian fellowship should feel.
I agree.
So you're back.
Mm-hmm.
Did you slip a disc or something? Who knows?
So they didn't know. Like, I got X-rays. I got a ton of CT scans and MRIs and stuff like that. Yeah. and I was in pain. I had to quit volleyball, and I couldn't play basketball that year, which at
Like on
that point,
crutches or in a wheelchair?
no, I mean, I'm more like my leg would go numb.
Mm.
Yeah, and so I didn't really,
Couldn't do sports?
yeah, I couldn't do sports. And at that point, my identity was sports.
Yeah, you were the jock.
Mm-hmm.
Not like, that's normally a dude thing, but that's
Yeah,
that was your thing.
Yeah, that was
That
my
was your
thing.
thing. You were good at that. I'm
Yes.
not good at school, but I'm good at
Yes.
this.
Mhm.
This is like, it's nice to be
my
good at
identity
something.
was basketball and volleyball and sports.
Yeah.
And I played gymnastics also. I did gymnastics also, and I had to quit that also. But and then I started meeting with Monica again as like a mentor. And
Well, they figure out, I don't want to leave the back thing. Or are you
I
going
will.
back?
I
You're
will.
going back
Yeah.
to the back thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
so this is not helping your depression, I presume.
No, it's making it worse. But
So you had switched meds,
Mhm. I'm feeling better.
feeling better, but
Mhm.
now we have this external. Now you actually have something to be sad about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that you didn't before, but
Yeah. It was just a different.
it's a different thing. It's
Mhm.
like, okay, so you start meeting with
Mhm.
lovely Monica,
Yeah.
but you're really sad.
And
still cutting.
I told yes.
In 11th grade.
Yes.
And nobody's found out. Like you told your friends in 8th grade and your
Yeah.
parents found out, but you hid it.
Yeah, I didn't tell anyone else until
And nobody
Monica.
saw bandages on you.
No, I had a stack of bracelets about that high. And I had tan line for a really long time. It was kind of funny, but
That's it, child of mine. If you ever listen to this, no bracelets for you.
yeah. Yeah.
So, and sorry, I interrupted
No,
you.
you're
You
okay.
told Monica.
Yes. Yes.
in
And
11th
we
grade.
did
What did you tell her?
I told her I was cutting. Cuz she
While
did a
you're
book with
wrapped
me.
up in this, my back hurts, I can't do sports thing.
Yeah, especially cuz like I didn't my outlet was sports also. Like
I know that feeling.
yeah, it's just like if I was having a bad day, I would go like rip a ball out of someone and slide them across the floor. Like that's just what it was.
Yeah.
And it was fun. Like and I didn't
Yeah.
get in trouble for it.
And there's these fleeting moments where like you literally can't think about anything else.
Yeah, it's
Like
just,
I get to get
I
all
need
the
to shoot this
aggression
basket.
and energy out, but then also while I'm dribbling and someone's defending me, like I can't be thinking about anything else. I'm what they call it, the flow state.
Yeah.
Like
It's so
it's nice
Yeah.
to get away. Like
Mhm.
it's like a mini getaway for your
Yeah.
brain.
Yeah. So we did a book about finding your identity in Christ.
So you went through a book together.
Yes, and we went like halfway, because we started talking about like other things. But it was really cool. Like around this time, I lose my identity in sports because I'm not allowed to play anymore. And then Selah mentions to me that I should meet with Monica, and then we do a book about finding your identity in Christ. And I think that was like I think I was like, this is God. Like this is God saying like you need to stop thinking about yourself and how I can like put more attention on the fact that I'm a good basketball player and find your identity in something that like what's the word? Is life-saving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And unchanging.
Yes.
He does hurty things sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you think he did the house fire thing to you?
Yes.
So the house fire thing,
And I've never
don't put your safety in things that are fleeting. And now it's don't put your identity
in something that's fleeting.
in something that's fleeting.
Yeah. And I back to the house fire, none of my parents and I, nothing bad came out of the house fire. Everything that came out of it was great. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to this though. So I went to the emergency room and they didn't tell me.
For your back.
Yes. And they didn't really tell me anything. So I went to this doctor and they said I was fine. They said nothing was wrong.
You did all the x-rays,
Yeah.
MRIs.
And they said everything was fine. I went to another doctor. They said the same thing. So I got cleared to play basketball. I did
but
PT.
your leg still hurts.
Yes.
and
So
it
my leg
goes
would
numb.
go numb in the middle of a game and I would just have to sit out. I wasn't as good of a basketball player. I really think like I was a bad player like at this point, and it was not good. Like I remember being so upset about it, but
Did you go from starting point guard to sixth man?
yes. Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah. For like I think it was about 4 or 5
is a
the last
rough
4 or 5
pill to
games.
swallow.
Yeah, it was. But I also knew it was okay because this is not my identity.
Because of the book.
Yes.
Man.
I knew that it doesn't really matter if I suck. Because
You weren't going to play professionally anyway.
No. I mean, yeah, that's what I was like. I wasn't going to play professionally. I wasn't going to do anything with this. It was just something fun that I did.
Yeah,
And so there wasn't that much pressure. Yeah. So
good.
11th grade year was
How
fine.
did the identity book
after that?
or any of the church stuff help you with the cutting?
Not until I started meeting with Monica.
Because you told her.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
And I think
We're finding the thread.
Yes.
You told somebody again.
That was the first time I told some. Well,
and you told the
no.
person who's just going to ask you straight to your face.
Yeah.
You doing this?
Yeah. And she will challenge you
Yeah.
yeah. So I think that was probably the second person I told since 8th grade. So.
Yeah. And then that helped you stop?
Yeah. Mhm. And because someone challenged me, she would challenge me.
Yeah.
And
not be bashful about talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
So 11th grade year was fine after that. Like I didn't, besides the back thing, my back still hurt, but it wasn't as bad.
And nobody ever figured out what was going on?
I'll get to that. It's kind of a crazy, it's kind of weird. So in August
of
senior year of my senior year. Yeah.
Okay, so let's make
Do
sure.
You want to backtrack?
Well, I just want to make sure people are following along.
Okay.
So I'm like your test tube viewer.
Okay.
That doesn't make sense. Whatever I was trying to say in my brain, you guys get it.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm your test audience.
Okay.
So I'm keeping us on track. Okay. 8th grade, you start cutting in 7th grade, hide it successfully from everyone till 8th grade. Your friends, you tell your friends and get outed in 8th grade, and everybody thinks you stop.
Yes.
But you're still doing it. 9th grade's the good year.
Yeah.
Because we had Fox's Pizza during a tornado.
Yeah.
10th grade was the worst year. Because you get really depressed. Meds make it even worse. Feel like a zombie, don't remember it. 11th grade, although you start feeling better because you switch medications, you hurt your back and now you lose this identity you have as the sporty girl, as the captain of whatever teams. But then Monica gets you to anchor yourself in Christ, and you tell her about cutting, and that helps. Right? So how's your depression at this point?
It's pretty
it's always a battle,
so
but
it was pretty stable. I was pretty stable.
It's getting better.
Yeah.
And you're still on the new meds.
Yes. And I was challenged in 11th grade. Like we were our Bible teacher. Well, no.
At school.
I think it was Isaac. I think it was him. In chapel was
Pastor Isaac,
yes,
who
Pastor
now works
Isaac,
here, at the time worked at the school.
Yeah, I think he challenged us to read our Bible over the summer or something. I don't remember.
Okay. So you're doing a little bit better even though your back's not healed and even though you got benched in basketball. You're starting to learn to anchor your identity in Christ and new meds and anchoring in Christ, feeling better. And so the summer between 11th and 12th grade, Isaac tells you to read your Bible.
Yeah. I don't remember.
And
I think he just said read your Bible. Yeah. And I went to church camp. I've always gone to church camp, but that year was really like a turning point where I started, like, after that I read my Bible like throughout the whole summer and into senior year. And it
made a difference?
Yeah. I think just being able to spend time in the Word I did it every day.
Do you have any memories of like what your plan was? Like staying in the Word every day.
I just
can be hard. You gotta like figure out what to read. What to read next.
I just did like different books I
Read
did.
David crying a lot in the Psalms.
I didn't do the Psalms.
No, yeah.
I did during my 11th grade year though. Psalm 69 was a big thing. It was
I don't know it.
I don't remember the whole thing, but save me, O God, for my head is in deep waters. I'm
Mm.
drowned. I don't remember it, but that was pretty much it was constantly
David
going through
crying.
my brain. Yeah, that's pretty much the one that I remember though.
So being built up by the word in the summer.
Yeah, I just did different books. I didn't really have a plan.
That's what I do now.
Yeah,
I go and then just
It's the best way, I think. But
yeah, I mean, that was a joke, but
okay,
I kind of do that. It's like I don't know
like
what do I want to read next?
I don't have a plan. I just go for it, you know.
Okay, so then what happened?
I went to
Life has been roses and butterflies and rainbows since.
So no.
I was like, you're nodding?
No.
All right, so senior year, we're going into the big one. Senior year.
So a month into senior year, same thing happens. I wake up, I can't walk. I don't know, I didn't know why. I went to school. Halfway through the day, I'm having a panic attack because I can't walk.
It's scary to lose bodily function.
Yeah, and so I went down to
talking
my
about my worst nightmare.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's yeah. So I went down and I told the principal at the other school, and I wasn't allowed to, and she wouldn't let me leave. And obviously.
Yeah, where are you gonna go?
I was like, can I call my mom? I need to leave because I drove. And she wouldn't let me leave, obviously, because I can't feel my legs. But to me, that was in a panic attack. I'm just like, oh my gosh.
You're trying to escape.
Yes.
And she's not letting you escape.
Yes, yeah.
And she's running, driving away does not actually get you out of this
That's actually really dangerous.
Position.
Yeah. So my dad and my mom picked me up, and they took me to a different hospital than the one I went to before. And I go there. The lady is not nice to me at all.
People have bad days.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah, my dad not laid into her, but he was not happy.
Stern.
Yes.
Good.
He was stern. Good
dads.
Yeah, he was really nice.
I need to quit saying the S word. I just realized too. Sorry.
Stern?
No, S-U-C-K.
Oh, okay.
Something around young people,
Just trying to use the gangster words. Yeah.
I don't know.
This is the harvest sign.
That's it.
Age. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
your dad's stern.
Yes.
The nurse, the intake lady is not nice.
She gives me a form for a spine specialist.
At the ER.
Yes. She gives me a
form.
So
they don't even do anything at the ER.
They just gave me a bunch of
referrals.
Medicine. They just gave me medicine and sent me away with a paper. So
okay, so you go.
My mom, nurse,
yes.
She can use her. I'm
connections.
A nurse. Yes, she can. Well, she didn't have connections, but she could use. I'm a nurse,
I
don't really know. But and so she called right away, and I got in, and they made me do a bone scan, what was it? Another CT scan, another MRI, and another X-ray.
Okay.
And I get it all done. And they tell me that I have degenerative disc disorder. My spine is completely straight. So when you jump, your spine is like a spring, and it's like this, and when you jump, it compresses.
When you look at it sideways, right? So if you look at me, camera, chest towards you, of course my spine is straight. But it's when you look from the side, the profile view, you have that nice curve of your back, inward curve of your lower back, S, right?
Yeah.
And you don't have that. You're just
it's completely straight.
Perfect posture.
Yeah.
I knew you.
Yeah.
You looked great for a reason. It's because you have perfect posture.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So when you're doing all this jumping in your two favorite sports, volleyball and basketball, which involve repetitive jumping, you're just bang, bang,
and on that last disc that was slightly degenerated or something.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah.
Desiccation.
Yeah.
They dried out,
and
then they shrink. I have lower back pain too.
It's
And my
great.
neck.
Yeah, my neck is too.
Okay, so well, at least you finally get
Mm-hmm.
a thing. What do they tell you? What do they tell you? You're at the spine
They
specialist.
tell I had to do PT once or twice a week for like, I think they said a year.
Did they
And the
stretch you
PT
out?
was like an hour away. I couldn't do it anywhere else.
Because he wanted you to go to a spine
Mhm.
PT.
Yes, and it had to be like a special lady or something.
Did you do traction? Where they like pull you?
No,
Okay.
that was I don't know. I think that would be really bad for it. Like a teeter is bad for my back apparently, because whenever you come back up, it compresses the spine. I don't know. It's probably like jumping. I don't know. So learning this, I like learning all about my back. I was fine though. Like I wasn't scared. I wasn't like usually I would be super anxious about what happened and be like, "Oh my gosh, I can't play basketball. I can't do any of this." I was fine. I didn't care.
Why do you think that is?
God. I think just
You know it was because you had changed your perspective on God.
yeah, I changed my perspective on how my life was. Like instead of revolving around sports, I was super involved with the church, super involved with my friends. And it didn't really matter if I couldn't play basketball. It didn't really matter if my back was whatever it was. I knew that I still had God and I still had my friends and I was fine.
Awesome.
So, and I think it was really cool to just like feel like for the first time feel peace about it and about how that I was going to be okay for once. Like just to understand that it was going to be okay no matter what happens. So, I think
Oh, it's so hard to feel that.
yeah.
I mean, it's such a step of maturity for you to, like, I can say that. Mike has said it to me personally. I've heard him say it to other people all the time. It's all going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if you die, it's all going to be okay. Yeah. And like, okay, I can get that intellectually, but it's a very difficult thing to say that and actually feel like it's all going to be okay. And so you're starting to get, I think, what the Bible would call peace that surpasses comprehension.
Mm-hmm.
Philippians 4:7, I think. Yeah, be anxious for nothing, but in all things, through prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, make your requests known. 4, 6, and 7.
4, 6, and 7.
Oh.
Yeah.
Philippians 4, 6, and 7.
Peace of Jesus Christ, which surpasses. No, I don't know. I think that's it.
Yeah.
The peace surpasses all comprehension.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting tastes of that at 18.
Mm-hmm.
That's an awesome blessing. As hurty as those things were.
Yeah.
Man, if you can hold on to that.
Yeah.
I have a hard time grasping that. In what C.S. Lewis would call my chest. I can grasp it in my head that it's all going to be okay. It's actually feeling like it's going to all be okay. Yeah. It's hard. Mm-hmm. It's your dad standing there stoically while your house is on fire being like,
yeah,
it's okay.
Mm-hmm. It's fine. It's just stuff.
I can say that. It's fine. It's just stuff. Yeah. And I'd probably be doing my best in front of my family, but I don't know that I would feel like
it's kind of it was a weird thing because like I mean I could feel peace about it, and I was such a happy person still, knowing that I knew that I had to relearn how to sit. I had to relearn how to walk. I had to relearn how to even pick up things from the floor.
Really?
And I still had this just joy, overwhelming joy about the fact that I was walking, the fact that I like could go to school and sit for a class, because usually I'd have to sit, stand, lay down, like stuff like that. I don't know. It was just like I had so much joy.
And so when you're facing the most difficult physical trial you'd been through yet.
Mhm.
You're actually climbing out of the depression
Yeah.
roller coaster.
It's like it was totally uphill.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
And so then, why is 9th grade called the good year instead of 12th grade?
Because I feel like this is like the uphill. It's
Because it's
still
not over yet.
Yeah, it's still going.
So would you consider yourself depressed now?
I wouldn't say it's chronic. I would say it's situational.
Because you said it's still going.
Yeah, I would say it's a situational thing. And whereas before, I definitely think it was a chronic
Yeah.
sadness. And I mean, I still have hard days, and I still like.
Because I want people to know, do you feel comfortable sharing how old you are?
I'm 19.
So when we say 12th grade was the good year,
That was last year.
that was last year.
Mhm.
This is not. If I said 12th grade was the good year, it was not last year.
Yeah.
Well, hallelujah, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, so you end up your back starts feeling better as you
Mhm.
do physical therapy. How's your
Yeah.
back now?
I have good days and I have bad days.
But your legs aren't numb sitting
No.
here. Could
I
you beat
have
me
to
in basketball right
stand.
now?
No, I
No.
can't do basketball.
Mm.
It hurts. I can't do I can't do sports. I can do sports like maybe once in a blue moon, but I just choose not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not worth the risk
Mhm.
of further aggravation.
No.
Sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I said it
but it's
again.
okay. But
It stinks,
because-
doesn't it? You could beep the last one.
because
It
like
stinks.
I can still bake because I went to culinary arts school.
Yeah.
The last 2 years of high school, and I had to sit. A lot of times I had to sit out because I could only stand for 4 hours, so I'd sit out for a little bit and do whatever. But like I can still bake. I can still cook. Like I can still stand and cook my food. I can still bake the things at the coffee shop, and I'm fine. It hurts, but I'm not.
Debilitated.
Yes.
And you get this increased appreciation for like the little things.
Yeah.
Like the
Mhm.
fact that you
Like,
can walk.
Yeah, and even the fact that like sitting in the car used to like my grandma lives like far away, and we would go in the car and I'd be in pain. I like it was awful pain the whole way there, and the fact that I can sit for a whole 2 hours and not be in pain is just like
Hallelujah.
it makes me so happy. Even when I bend down to go pick something up off the floor and it doesn't hurt, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I have such an appreciation now.
Chronic pain, which I've only had in a few areas. Golly, I don't know if there's many things worse. Like it doesn't even have to be that acute. By that I mean it's like that sharp. I mean, obviously if it's sharper, it's worse. But when you have chronic pain for a really long time,
It was
the
about 2
relief
weeks.
of it is so amazing.
Yeah.
It's like you don't want to forget how amazing it is that you like.
There's like pictures of me at school sleeping because I was in so much pain, and like my teachers would just kind of like let me because I couldn't do anything else without hurting. Like walking up the stairs, I would walk up the stairs and I'd be like, oh my gosh, like I need to lay down, and I would like fall asleep on the floor or in my desk, but still like I was able to pass school. Like I was doing well in school still, and they all kind of came around and just kind of helped me. So
we're at the present day now in
Yeah.
your story, right?
Mhm.
All right. Well, now I gotta get the advice out of you. I'm trying to think of some things that are key takeaways here.
I have a key verse.
What's your key verse?
James 1, 2, and 3. It's tattooed on me, actually.
What's James 1, 2, and 3?
Count it all joy, my brother, for whenever you encounter various trials, that you know it's the testing of your faith that produces endurance.
Say it again, louder.
Count it all joy, my brother, for whenever you encounter various trials, that you know it's the testing of your faith that produces endurance.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is a good verse to have tattooed on you.
Yeah.
Uh, all right, so I'm trying to think of some things. So if you had advice for young people, because you're young, you're officially young, you
Yeah.
can't get away from it yet. What would you tell them if they were young people or even parents of young people? If you think back on your story, what are some things you'd say? I have some things I'd say.
The things that have happened to you are not your identity.
Yeah, I have identity in Christ written down here. That
your identity is not in the things that you are diagnosed with. They're not in the things that have happened to you.
Or in what you're good at.
Yes, or in what you're good at. It's all in Christ. The only reason that you are able to do any of those things or able to stand today is because of Christ.
Oh, man. So I got to tell you a personal story. Again, I don't think any of my family members are ever going to listen to this, so I'll be very...
Hey, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope.
Well, no, I don't think they're interested in my musings. But I'll be very embarrassed if they ever listen to any of these episodes where I talk about them, so I'm sorry if they do listen. My dad right now is going through dementia. Or going through the experience of being demented. I don't know how you say it. My dad's 77 and just got diagnosed with a pretty terrible thing called Lewy body dementia. It's like a mix of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. And he's doing well. It's slow decline so far, but he hadn't gotten the blessing or hasn't still gotten the blessing of the shift in perspective of like your identity being in Christ. And like you had your identity in high school of being good at basketball, good at volleyball. And we all want that, right? Like we like to think of ourselves certain ways. I like to think of myself certain ways, right? Young and beautiful and strong and smart and all those things. And my dad's no different than the rest of us, right? We've talked about him on here before. Engineering professor. He's copious amounts of knowledge about a bunch of things. He's generally his whole life, he's like, unless you were in rare circles of people, one of, if not the smartest person in the room normally. And he's getting that identity shattered right now. And it's very difficult because like he's losing his mind and he's aware that he's losing his mind. And there are certain situations where it becomes like apparent to everyone that he's very confused and he like can't figure out his way out of the confusion. I would give specific examples, but it doesn't matter. If you've ever been around somebody who's on the early stages of dementia, like they have bad moments.
Yeah. And then everything's fine, yeah.
Yeah, and then they'll just like try to let that go, but they'll argue with you about something that's really clearly like, what are they talking about? But then he's aware, he's embarrassed, and he is really struggling with this identity thing. And I was helping him through that, trying to, and we were just talking about that. It's just God reminding you that it's all been a gift from the beginning. It was never yours. It was never yours to begin with. And it's why your identity shouldn't have been in it.
Yeah.
Because like you didn't make yourself smart and you didn't have the power to keep yourself smart. It's just like joyously being grateful for what he's given you, for the time he's given it to you. And when that time starts to come to an end, I can no longer play basketball or volleyball. I know that the same person who gave it to me is still there, and my joy is in him. And that's like, again, that's a hard lesson to learn. Don't assume you've learned it.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like, it's the constant lesson of your life.
You're constantly being reminded.
Everything's fleeting, from the recent sermons about your wealth and material stuff to like everything that you think is you. And that's what I'm learning, experiencing my dad going through this is like, I'm thinking about my own self. Like everything that I sinfully take pride in about myself is not mine, and it doesn't make me. Like if I lose it all, I'm still Christ Jesus's. I'm still the same image bearer, even if I can't play basketball anymore. I lose all my smarts. Whatever, pick your thing. So I think that's a great message. And for any young people out there listening, or older people who haven't found their identity in Christ, like the more you anchor that, would you say the easier your storms have gotten?
Yeah. I'd say, well,
You said your
yeah. So
your 12th grade year didn't sound
yeah.
as bad as your 9th grade year, and I would say objectively some very hard things happened.
Yeah, I'd say it's felt like less of a blow when things happen. So yeah.
Yeah.
I've learned to just take them as they come, I guess.
Less grasping. Like we still want to grasp that stuff. But okay, I wrote another one down here. Tell someone.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
there's freedom in saying it out loud.
Well, and it sounds like very specifically you started climbing the ladder out of the pit, if I'd describe it like that, when you started telling Monica and meeting with Monica regularly.
Yeah.
Right? So, tell someone. I think we talked about that enough, but if I remember back to your fire, I wrote down rely on God.
Yeah, I actually have that in there too.
What do you have written? Look at all these notes. You have so many.
I was stressing.
No stress. There's nobody even listening to this.
I know.
It's just me and you, and we'll record it, and then you and I can just keep a copy on our computers.
I said this is where I really started to rely on God, and I could see my parents too.
See your parents relying on God. Yeah, so parents, advice for parents.
Be a role model.
Your kids are watching you.
Yeah, your kids are watching you.
Don't freak out when your house is on fire.
Yeah. That's pretty much yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Good on your dad.
It's all
I want to grow up to be a dad like your dad.
Yeah. He in every single rough situation we have been in, I have never seen him
lose his cool.
Yeah. He got in a car accident and almost split a tree 2 years ago, and he was not shaken up. He got out of the car, he walked to the ambulance. It's like, it's okay, it's gonna be fine. And I remember I was just like, wow, I want to be like that.
Dude,
it's been really cool.
I've read a few parenting books because I'm a relatively new parent, and just don't pretend like you know what you're doing. So I've read some books, and I'd say your dad's living out advice that I've seen in books is if dad can keep his cool,
it's all good.
I think I've literally heard the hyperbole, the hyperbolic metaphor of even if the house is on fire, if you're calm, everybody's looking to you. Well, your dad literally did that.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like I knew I knew that everything was always going to be okay because my mom and my dad weren't freaking out.
Yeah. That's
even
great advice for parents.
Even
though they might have been in their heads.
Yes.
To your perspective, they were the rock.
The day after my sister left, I went to the Burtons, and the whole drive there, I was sad. I was crying. I was like, I don't understand. And they're like, it's gonna be fine. She will come back, and she did. Yeah.
That's awesome.
She'll come back. Her life will turn around, and she's home.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good advice for parents. I have another advice for parents written down here. Don't be too naive.
Yeah.
Trust but verify. Isn't that a sentence that's used pretty recently? Trust but verify. Yeah, I mean, I think kids of all stripes struggle.
Mm-hmm.
You can't some kids get out of adolescence pretty scot-free, but I would say it's like not the norm.
Mm-mm.
And
Especially
doesn't
if
matter
you go to school. I think it's
your socioeconomic background,
You're
doesn't
on
matter
social
how
media.
nice your family is,
Mhm.
or doesn't matter that mom and dad are, I mean, it does matter that mom and dad are together and
Mhm.
not divorced, but like even in the picture perfect American household, like, yeah, you gotta be vigilant. The
Mhm.
devil has ways to get in your kids' lives that you might not see coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think of a bunch of things like that. Like I didn't know cutting was even a thing as prevalent as it is until very recently.
Oh.
I thought it was like a weird, because I'm younger.
Mhm.
I'm 4 years younger, 3.5 years younger. 3.5 years younger than my older sister.
Okay.
So like when it was going on in our household, I'm being protected from it mostly because
Mhm.
I was probably 12.
Mhm.
And so like I knew once it came out,
Mhm.
I was
Yeah.
like, that's weird. And then
I
my whole
didn't
adult
know.
life, I just thought that was like a weird thing that happened in my household until stupidly very recently. I was like, oh, this is
Yeah,
a
I
very
didn't
common
know.
thing.
I didn't know. No one told me about it. No one. I just did it one day.
I know, it's like a phenomenon.
It was not like
Nobody on TikTok made a
No.
video suggesting it to you.
And no one on TikTok said anything about it. Like it was literally just one day. Just happened.
My older sister is literally pre-internet.
Yeah.
I think at least internet in our household.
Mhm.
So it's not even like there was no social media.
Yeah.
So it just like occurs.
Mhm. And it's not like it's not the parents' fault. It's not anyone else's fault. It's
Yeah.
just something that happens.
Right. So trust but verify.
Mhm.
Yeah, I could go into that even more. I grew up in a pretty, well, I assume with your dad being an engineer
Mhm.
and your mom being a nurse, you're like upper middle class.
I don't really know.
You didn't live in a single wide trailer.
No.
Okay, so I probably grew up in similar
Mhm.
circumstances because our parents have the same professions.
Mhm.
And so it's like, it's nice neighborhood street.
Yeah, I live in the country in a log cabin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, well, I lived on like a nice upper middle class, like neighborhood
Mhm.
street. Like,
Mhm.
you know.
We live on like 40 acres, I think.
Okay, so
pretty much the same.
So we lived in an area where like you wouldn't think heroin would be a problem.
Mhm.
I didn't think heroin would be a problem when I was in high school. But 3 kids on my street ended up in rehab and 2 of them have died.
Yeah.
On like,
Yeah.
I'm talking like, you know,
You wouldn't expect like
it was not an area that you would expect it. And I'm sure their parents
didn't expect it.
didn't expect it to be something they had to be
Mhm.
vigilant for in their household. Like nobody was divorced on our street.
Yeah.
It was like, you know, yeah, it was like the nice neighborhood. And yeah, neighbors that my parents are very close with. Their youngest child is deceased
Mhm.
from heroin. Girl that I spent countless hours with, neighbors of mine at our house all the time. She survived, but a lot of hard years.
Yeah.
And then another kid down
And
the
you don't
street
even know.
overdosed on our street and died in
Yeah.
a car on our street.
And it's hard to tell like even with drugs, you can't tell that someone's high. You can't tell. Like it's
Even if you think you can,
Yeah.
you're not as good at it as you
yeah.
think you are.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. So trust but verify. Not that we want to scare everybody out there with kids,
No,
but
but-
like,
You'd rather know than not know.
yeah. Do you have anything to say about social media? Like, it sounds obvious,
Mhm.
but let's not leave it hanging. Like,
Well, I think
would you think it's been a positive or a negative influence in your life so far growing up?
definitely a negative, but also like when it was around like TikTok and I think Instagram came out whenever I was probably like 10. And so it was a very new thing for all of us. And so I
Parents
think
too.
Yeah, parents too. And so I think like even now it kind of is like, but just like keep your kids off of social media. I don't think texting is a bad thing, but I think keeping them off of social media.
You do or don't think texting is a bad thing?
I don't think texting is a bad thing.
Texting's okay.
Yeah, I think
As long as you know who they're texting.
yes, yeah. But I think keeping kids off of social media is a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
okay.
Yeah, checking your kid's phone to make sure they don't have social media.
Yeah, so that's a good question.
My parents didn't know until like a year later.
All right. Last question. Totally selfish, and maybe you have nothing to say, but as a hopefully prospective adoptive parent,
Mm-hmm.
what advice would you have for me as an adoptee?
Wow, there's a lot. We might go over. That's okay.
I know the boss. It's
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah. So it's okay. So I met my birth mom this summer, and I think it was a very comfortable. Obviously, like if for you, if the parents aren't open to it, then probably I wouldn't do this. But my parents made it my choice. If I wanted to have any contact with them, if I wanted to visit her, and if I wanted to call her mom, and dad, and I think that in itself was the freedom of knowing like that these are my parents, even though they didn't raise me, like they birthed me, and I have their same
Traits.
Yeah.
So it's like empowering for it to be left up to you.
Yeah, and I think like meeting them, like I knew I could meet them after I graduated high school, and I think it was just such an exciting thing, and knowing that I could, and I think I would say just letting them make the decisions like that if they are
assuming
able.
there's the opportunity
Yes.
to meet or partial openness to let the child lead.
Yeah. Because for a while I was kind of upset, like I was adopted and I didn't know my parents. It made me sad to think like I had parents. I've never met someone that has looked like me besides them. So, and I think just after that, my bitterness towards like, I think I was bitter because I didn't know what my life could have been like. I didn't, and so I think meeting them made my kind of like perspective open up a little bit more, and just knowing their story and what my life would have been like. So I'd say
knowing what their life would have, your life with them would have been like, made
Yeah.
you look more fondly on your life with your parents.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because then all those platitudes of and they're not platitudes, but of your parents saying like, this is a collection of adults trying to do what's in your best interest
Mm-hmm.
and loving you.
Yeah.
It's like you don't believe that, but then you get to see.
And I was upset because I was like, well, it couldn't have been. It couldn't that like my life with them couldn't have been as bad as it is now.
And then it could have been.
And then I went and I was like, it really could have.
It
been.
really could have been.
It
really could have been worse.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what, like.
It's not so bad.
It's not so bad after all.
Good.
Yeah, it was good. So I think just having the freedom and choosing my own path with that, obviously, if they're able to. And I think also being open with the parent's story. Like I knew that my birth mom was not in the
greatest position
Yes.
to raise you.
Yes. And my parents told me that.
Yeah.
And so I understood that. So I think just knowing, having as much knowledge as I could about them.
Because then it helps. It's not that she didn't love you.
Yeah.
It's like she's making a difficult choice to try to love you because she's not in a good place to raise you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That's good advice.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
I had a great time.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Sorry I'm making you late for work.
It's okay.
I'll talk to your boss.
It's okay.
Well, hey folks, another special episode down. Hopefully, I'm hoping this helps somebody out there.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Ania can be the person you can go talk to.
I would be open. So.
All right, everybody. Well, hey, thanks for your time. Thanks for your time.
Thank
and
you.
We'll see you around the church.